Hello and welcome to episode 19 of the Tipsy Tombola. No, 19. The average age, of course, of the soldiers that died in the Vietnam War. I think, pretty sure. Paul Hardcastle will tell us all about it. So, here we are at the Tombola Towers, and first things first, we're going to review the King's Favour, which is not where it should be, but the King's Favour, which you'll all remember from our last episode, is an interesting Sauvignon Blanc. It comes from Morisco, so they're one of the kind of biggest names out there in Marlborough, New Zealand. They're one of the biggest producers by volume, so they do the Ned and the King series and other bits and bobs. So kind of typical style, very clean and fresh and crisp. I know lots of you will be Sauvignon fans. We enjoyed it. What did you think of it, Helen?
Yeah, it was nice, but yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Take or leave a Sauvignon.
Yeah, fair enough. I think it's safe to say that we like a Sauvignon when we're in the mood for it, but we're more kind of Chardonnay, Viognier, even Riesling drinkers these days. But a lovely one it was. So shout out there to the guys at the King series. They actually make a lovely Chardonnay and a Pinot Gris, so maybe they'll make an appearance in future episodes. Speaking of Sauvignon, now the last episode Helen reminded me was World Sauvignon Blanc Day. And I thought it was worth just touching on some top tips for buying Sauvignon. Now, if you like a really fruity, fresh, crisp, kind of acidic Sauvignon, then New Zealand's a great place to go. And Marlborough are going to give you all of those big, punchy fruit flavours like gooseberry, passion fruit, guava, whatever that may be. But if, like me, you prefer a slightly more subtle, kind of laid-back Sauvignon, which reveals itself to you over time, like an ogre or an onion, a layered Sauvignon, then I would go for a French style. For example, some from the Loire. Helen, what kind of French Sauvignons do you get from the Loire? Can you name any sub-regions?
No.
No, fair enough. Sancerre, spot on, very good. And I give a notice. Sancerre, which sits just across the Loire River from Puy-Fumé. So, Sancerre, river, Puy-Fumé, or the other way around depending on which way you're looking at it. And if you want to buy really good quality Sauvignon, you can't go too far wrong with that. However, if like me, you don't want to spend crazy money on your wine most of the time, then look at Touraine, which is kind of a slightly bigger area in the Loire, so it's less expensive but really good quality. And Chile is great for Sauvignon as well, because they're toned down a little bit compared to New Zealand, but still fresh and fruity, nice and dry, and really good value. Okay, so on to tonight's draw, and I want to show you an interesting number. I am in the mood for some Viognier. So number 10 is the Bellingham, which is a hand-picked series from the Bernard. It is Viognier is your grape variety. That funny word with a V there that some of you will know well, some of you might not. It's a really popular grape variety these days. It's kind of been up and coming for a while, and I think that would go beautifully with our dinner tonight, which is spinach and potato pie, handmade by the wonderful Helen. Shout out Helen. What do we want to avoid? Well, it's number 13, of course, which is the water. Tonight being protected by the naked chef himself, Jamie Olivers. Now, Jamie Olivers, I've often thought of as a bit of a prat, so I am concerned about the water tonight.
It's looking youthful there.
He does look very ruthless. He looks like a man who's about to ruin my evening, but we'll see.
I said youthful, but yeah, ruthful.
And youthful.
Yes.
Youthful and ruthful, aren't we all? This, by the way, episode 19, make a note, it's the night that I realise I'm losing the battle to my ever-expanding hair, which is a shame. Now, on to the draw itself, and we're going to dedicate this draw to some birthdays. So, big shout out for the last few days to Anisha, Alice and Steph. Happy birthday. And a particular happy birthday to tonight's Hannah Spencer down in London. Hope you're having a wonderful birthday, Hannah. Now, the prized porcelain vase has been procured. And Helen is. Can you fit your wrist in there? This might actually be slightly tricky. I'll wiggle them down to you.
Oh,
Will we ever get her out, ladies and gentlemen?
Right,
you got one?
Yeah.
Paul, there we go. Helen has retrieved for tonight's drinking with the spinach and potato pie, number 51. Number 51, ladies and gentlemen. What is number 51?
I found it.
Helen's found it. Does that mean it's fizz? It's
no.
Oh, interesting. That'll do nicely. So, number 51, there's your numbers. Number 51 is the Hokum. Now, the Hokum is a Chardonnay from South Africa. I know very little about it, but happened to notice it was half price in a Majestic the other day. I think they're selling it off as a bin end. So we're going to give that one a try, and then next time we come back, it's going to be a very special episode because somebody is having a birthday. It is the lovely Helen's lovely 34th birthday. 34th birthday, you wouldn't know to look at her. So we're going to be celebrating that one on Thursday. We'll see you all then, where we'll tell you all about the Hokum, and I'm sure we'll have some special treats lined up. Have a great week. We will see you on Thursday.